I think a lot on Bigfoot, out living in the wood. I hope that we will never meet, even if we could. They're more than a missing ape, more than hairy mammals, more than what you see on tape, more than Patty as she ambles. Who knows that they can talk? Who knows how fast they run? Who knows they threw that rock? Who knows what they have done? Are they from a dark dimension? Can they hear you when you think? Are they past our comprehension? Why is it that they stink? Whatever the solution, whatever they may be, whatever their evolution, whatever we may see, they're here and they are real. They don't need confirmation or care how you may feel as they thrive inside our nation. It's not Harry of the Hendersons. It's not a Disney creature. They're not mild and tender ones. Those aren't traits they feature. Some are over 10 feet tall and weigh 800 pounds. Way too strong, and that's not all. Wait till you hear their sounds. If by chance you see one, then you will believe. It's better if you don't run, but best if you do leave. Vapor from the laundry room curls to the sky. The vapor looks like souls to me of patients who have died. Some died not knowing anything. Some died knowing too much. Some died while they were sleeping. Some died while eating lunch. Some died while having surgery under the surgeon's knife. Some died in the emergency room, stabbed to death by wife. Some died up in oncology, so frail and so thin. Some died in newborn nursery before they could begin. Some died from simple injuries, things that shouldn't kill you. Some died thinking outside the box, trying to change their milieu. Some died from germs that eat your flesh. They necrotize your fascia. Some died after they crashed their car, misjudging as they passed you. But not all patients buy the farm. It's really just a few. Most get better and go back home and do the things they do. My proof is not the proof you require. Your proof is not the proof I need. My answer does not inspire. Your answer does nowhere lead. We all have our foundational limit. We all know our bridge too far. Some ideas we just won't visit. There's a core to who we are. It's not about belief or what you know is real. It's safety and relief in things you can't reveal. Faith is believing without seeing. The evidence is deep inside. It's referred to as a feeling. In your chest, it does reside. A lack of faith is a restraint. but the door can still be moved. It is not a final constraint. Faith restored is belief renewed. The opposite of faith is rigid. There is only certainty. It's absolute zero frigid. Belief denied for eternity. Snippy was a lady in the valley of the strange. There was something very shady in her home upon the range. A macabre grotesquerie, specific and precise. Who would be the query? By what reason or device? Specific organs taken? No blood at the scene was found? You're sure you're not mistaken? No tracks upon the ground? All sorts of holy creatures, sacrificed by whom? Many common features, these crimes of fear and doom. By thousands we can count them. No one has yet been caught. Do anything but doubt them. The answer we have not.
Meow meow, please.
In 1927, the twins hit the water. The Philadelphia shipyard was their alma mater. They steamed along the eastern coast, from Nova Scotia to Boston most. During the war, they bore the brave young soldier, afterwards to Miami, with fares much older. Cutting-edge technology only lasts so long. By 1965, that new ship smell was gone. Yarmouth and Evangeline, their original christened names, became Yarmouth and Yarmouth Castle, two rusty elder dames. We boarded the Yarmouth in Miami for our maiden ocean cruise. We kids explored the decks while the parents hit the booze. The lifeboats and their tackle were bright and shiny white, but upon closer inspection, they obviously weren't right. The ropes within the pulleys were painted in hardened coats. If you ever really needed them, you couldn't use these boats. Panamanian registration had standards much too lax for an unsuspecting crew if the placid sea attacks. The structure above the waterline was mostly made of wood. Anything but kosher. Panama said, "It's good." They had installed some sprinklers, but not in every suite. There were no strict requirements that they had to meet. I played the 10-cent slots with a friendly older nun. Even at 11, I sensed she'd never had such fun. Maybe she's the reason we didn't burn and drown. Her God had taken pity, watching, looking down. But Sister Yarmouth Castle had no such guiding hand. Into a freed-up lifeboat, her captain was first to land. A fire broke out in a non-sprinkled room, spread quickly without warning, and sealed the old gal's doom. 90 paid the price for profit over safety, a tragic, horrific end for a once proud stately lady. Back home in Cape Canaveral, we heard the awful news and thanked our lucky stars for which Yarmouth we did choose. It seemed like a good idea at the time. A private garden in my kitchen. Grow tomatoes instead of buy 'em. And my diet would enrichen. It was better than a good idea. It completely changed my life. I'd found my panacea, a fruit-bearing lovely wife. I know this sounds insane, but bear with me a smidgen. It's not easy to explain, much like Tesla and his pigeon. It started with her humming when I came into the room. Her leaves produced a strumming that caused my heart to swoon. She was trying to communicate, a conveyance of affection. Soon I would reciprocate and strengthen our connection. The hours that had once been lonely now were filled with joy. She was my one and only, my cute tomato toy. Her social skills were rather green, and she had a jealous streak. She preferred my friends were never seen, and to them she'd never speak. We'd chat for hours every night. She had a vast supply of knowledge. I'd sit and listen in delight. It was like taking a class in college. But of course, it was too good to last. Plants don't live forever. And even though our time had passed, I'll remember our time together. Other plants have come and gone, but no love would be forthcoming. I know that I must carry on, but I still can hear her humming. Science has no contemplation, much less an explanation, for poltergeists' predilection in their demonstrable selection of teenage girls' surroundings for their quite disturbing houndings. Why teenage girls and ghosts? Because they're such wonderful hosts? Do their hormones drive emotions, cause them random spooky emotions? Does puberty neurotransmission create an interdimensional mission? Is this thought transfiguration with body-spirit integration?